For decades, if things get a little tough around Tucson, only 2 words are necessary. Bear down. And that's what the Arizona Wildcats hope to do in front of their homestanding fans today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Oklahoma State Cowboys taking on the Arizona Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Lloyd. And the ball's free deep in his own territory. A rather inauspicious start, but a golden opportunity after. Over.
Kick returners usually have to have that home run ability. The ability to take it to the house 100+ yards. But it's also a tough skill because you got all these guys flying down the field so fast. Sometimes you get a big hit and ball security becomes an issue.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They'll try the run. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To throw, it's locked. Using the quick game. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They were really set up on the opening drive, but a big 3rd down coming here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And that's a really good play. That's a bomb. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI. Stayed calm, did a nice job staying the course. Got his...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. On the play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Rigby.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Brock. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Fields. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Boyd. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dropping back, it's locked. Unloads to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Thrust that arm out. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Caught in the backfield. It's Rigby. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Smashed and runs through another guy.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. On the ground, it's Fields.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A strike downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
We know this defense loves to play a lot of zone coverage, so you're seeing this offense now attacking that. They're letting the receivers find the soft spots in the zones so they can advance the football.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play. Just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Burnett. Running wide open down the gut of the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Running through contact. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Lowers those pads. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes the noise as this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down. Complete downfield. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
the stuff there, Jesse, on second down. This little third to mid-range. You got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to barge their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. He fires to the left side. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
The corner route will always be one of those staple routes versus zone. So if you see zone, it's a great job by the wide receiver pushing vertically. You see him threaten that safety, and then you break off to the sideline where it's really hard for that corner to get back in the play.
From the gun, the ground game. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's locked. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Arizona looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Arizona.
tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hit as he throws. Intercepting. The defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Motion from the back. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's locked. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes off, and gets the 1st down. This guy's showing you a little bit of everything today.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rigby. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lloyd. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Find some fresh air. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll play it safe and try for 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Dead center perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it out. It's Hudson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play of the half. From the gun to give, looking for room. Fakes and past the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's locked. Here's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here's the handoff. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down.
Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Dropping back, it's locked. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Unleashes one. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Caught behind the line. It's Brock. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here comes the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Trying to power it in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's...
Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense changing the play. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's locked. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Makes the catch. It's Hudson. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Give to the back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And the Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's locked. He's got it, and he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
Well, it's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
On first and goal, let's see what Arizona does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They go to the ground. Plows through the defense.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Hammond. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And the Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rigby. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Leaves it with the back. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Scanning the field, it's locked. Got his man. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. And I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on first down. He wants to take the top off. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense?
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
On the ground.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. And they'll take a knee.
This has got to make this team feel good. They were road warriors coming into this hostile environment and playing as well as they did. That's going to make them feel great moving forward.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, but now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. Unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.